I've been really pleased with the Obama campaign so far because they haven't run a normal Democratic campaign where they silo their messages of attack and don't create a grand narrative around who the opposition is, who they are, and what they stand for, and why those two things are intrinsically linked. And they've done that this time. Who Mitt Romney is, the type of guy he is, who offshores jobs and is greedy and the rest. And that you can tell that. Let's take a look at his taxes. And it brought you to one of his biggest vulnerabilities, his lack of paying taxes. Well, the next commercial to keep this alive that's so obvious to me has got to be the Paul Ryan one. Because not only now is there plenty of evidence out there that Paul Ryan may have been involved in insider trading, and that's not as clear. Lynn Paramore read a great piece for Alternate because first this came out, then it was debunked by people.
Let me just stop you here just to let people know what you're talking about. That Paul Ryan sold stocks on the day that he was called to a meeting with Paulson et al., and to be informed about this crisis that was going on. And the stocks that he sold were specifically, I think he sold everything except for Goldman Sachs.
Right, which Henry Paulson happened to have gotten a waiver to talk to Goldman Sachs and knew that they were doing okay.
Right.
So all you have to believe is that here's the key thing that Lynn Paramore wrote about, which the people who debunked it, and I have all the respect in the world for TPM and other people that debunked it and said it couldn't have happened. But remember when I came clean a few weeks ago on your show and admitted that I worked for Lehman Brothers and how these things worked? Well, insiders can get trades done in a split second if they really want to, if you know the right people. Wall Street works in an accelerated way the way the rest of the world works. I think we've all found that out, even people who didn't know that the last few years. I will tell you right now that it's become clear that the Bush administration called over to Nancy Pelosi and said, we need to come over and talk to you, Bernanke and Paulson, at 2:30 that day, well before the closing bell. If you believe for a second they called their political enemy before they called their own people at the top to say we need to come over and huddle with you because J.P. Morgan and some of these other guys are in serious trouble, I've got a lunar colony I'd like to sell you. So all it would take is Paulson making a call to Paul Ryan, who's the budget committee guy, who's the head of the budget committee, and saying, this is going to be bad. And the economy is all these banks are going to come crashing down. Even if they just called them at the same time they called Nancy Pelosi at 2:30. Again, plenty of time before the closing bell to get in those trades. And it's Paulson who you're talking to, who worked for Goldman Sachs. He can either wink and nod at you that Goldman Sachs is doing fine, or he can come right out and say it. There's no law against insider trading at that point for these guys.
Right.
And there you go. I mean, it's such an easy, again, it's another one of these scenarios. It's so easy, and you've seen it happen so many times, that to believe that it couldn't have happened is to be naive. Well, it also came out, that Mitt Romney is sitting here saying, here's something that is obvious, that the Obama people might stay away from the insider trading thing because there's questions there. There's no question about this. Paul Ryan put his financial disclosure statements together, and oops, he just forgot to include the $1 to $5 million trust left to his wife that was providing somewhere up to $150,000 a year in income for them. I know that's small potatoes. So to some people, that's actually not a bad amount of money. And he just forgot to do that. And so upon sharing his tax returns with Mitt Romney, he had to amend that because the tax returns showed something his financial disclosure statement did not show.
These guys are just unbelievable.
What is the lesson that you learned from that? The lesson I learned is if you have to share your taxes, maybe your financial disclosure statements aren't fully accurate. So when Ann Romney tells you people that they've already shown all their financial disclosures and that tells you everything, well, look at what Paul Ryan just did with his financial disclosures. The FEC is toothless and doesn't do anything about these kinds of things. These things are rife with errors constantly. Remember Clarence Thomas not sharing his wife made $750,000 a year, or in 1 year I think it was, or maybe it was over a couple years from Heritage and these Tea Party groups. Whatever happened to Clarence Thomas? Was he impeached? Did he get in any legal trouble for that? Of course not.
Yeah, so, I mean, and we haven't even touched upon Paul Ryan's liability on social issues.